really kind of sinking home. This really isn't the end. It's just kind of the beginning of something that I thought was lost. And luckily, I think I found it again. It's that sense of adventure, kind of feeling young. My physical issues. Yeah, well, I don't know, there's a few things that I want to get checked out at home. Just something in my hip. I don't know what it is, but even on this little truck here, I could feel the pins and needles starting and stuff like that. So, and it just in the joint. It's not the sciatic nerve or anything. It's on the front. But anyway, no big deal. My blisters are pretty well healed up. My knees are a little shaky, but I think that's to be understood. I got a bad hockey knee from years ago. But anyway, it is. It's like a new beginning. And I really recommend, my wife Ellen was online looking at the psychology of hiking. And it does amazing things for something called critical thinking. When you need to make decisions, and some people have issues making decisions. I don't think I was ever one of those, but I will say it's totally cleared my head. I haven't totally quit smoking, but I've really put a big dent into it. It's down to a couple a day from a pack a day. It's been good. Of course, the break from the other thing was also really good. Kind of helped clear my mind, the fog from my mind. Although, hey, I've never had trouble functioning with smoking pot. So, but I'm really glad for the break. Helped clean my system out, and I mean, I've lost probably, I don't know, somewhere around 20-30 pounds. Whether that's all water weight, who knows, but I really just want to thank everybody for, you know, the helpful comments, supporting me, especially my family. They were really great. And of course, Jim and Ann, my friends down here, and Mike Cavarock, all great people. All the people I met on the trail. There's others from Canada, Germany, China, Japan. And climbing those mountains, big hills, whatever you want to call them, as well, did something for me. Made me feel, you know, like there is a possibility of life after 60 for me. I just didn't want to become one of those couch potatoes. You know, they say that the sitting is the new smoking for older people. And if I can't golf and walk around and enjoy myself, then I don't want to be in a wheelchair or sitting on a couch with a clicker. I want to be able to enjoy myself. If I can't do that, then I don't want to be here. So that was, like I said, the do or die part of the tour. It was, you know, wake up and get yourself in shape. And for anybody who's watching these, who has those kind of issues or similar, I'll tell you something. It's the best thing in the world for you to go do. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you do it solo. I think that takes a certain type of personality or something, half crazy, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend the Arizona Trail to start. This trail is brutal. It kicked my butt so bad. Probably, what did I do? 200 and something miles, not just over 200. And the water issues, something that we never deal with up north. It can be very scary at times. And that was the big thing, the water issues and the altitude, which I wasn't expecting, and those bloody mountains, up, down, up, down. I wasn't really expecting all of that, and the information that I did get, which I spent months getting information on the Arizona Trail, uh, really didn't kind of go overboard in describing all of these different situations you were going to run into. And having learned my lesson, I do want to get back out there. If I hadn't already booked my flight and talked to my wife, who was also a little bit concerned. Of course, some of those videos were a little scary for her, me being out here all alone. I totally understand that. I was afraid myself quite a few times, but I'll never forget it. It was a beautiful thing. It really was. Getting to the top of those mountains and the feeling that it gives you when you know that you can actually do it and feel successful. Anyway, you guys, I'm not going to make this any longer, but thanks for all your support. And this is just the beginning. So whatever the next one is, I don't know. I'll take suggestions, recommendations, anything. But this summer, this August, I think Ellen and I are going to do something on the Bruce Trail. And maybe any of the other kids that want to come, Steffi or Michelle, and I think this is going to be a long time thing for me. As long as I'm still walking, I'm going to try and be hiking. So you guys take care. Old man on the trail.